Hey, welcome to this video, to my channel. Thank you for giving me a little portion of your day. So I've got a very special video for today. It's my 2-year channelversary, my channel anniversary. Today's April 1st, 2019. And if you do the math, I started my channel April 1st, 2017. So what I got for you today is a short little video where you'll be watching something and I'll be talking about something else. So what you're going to be watching is a little compilation, little clips of every single game I've played up to this point between April 1st, 2017 and April 1st of 2019. What you're listening to, other than a little background music, is my answers to 20 basic new YouTuber questions. So, I'm just found some basic questions on the internet, and today I'm going to be answering them. In case any of you were wondering, that's what we're gonna do. So, what you'll see, I'm using as my little channel trailer with all of the games, and what you're hearing, just me blathering on for I don't even know how long. So let's just get this started. All right, list of new YouTuber questions. Let me actually do a little preface. So I'm getting this from tagquestions.net, new YouTuber tag. If you're just starting out in the world of YouTube, which clearly I am, then you should take answer. Wait, what? The new YouTuber tag questions. I actually read that correctly. It is an excellent way to introduce yourself and your channel to the world. The new YouTuber tag video focuses on you as a YouTuber. It allows your subscribers know the basic things about you, what you intend to bring to them, and maybe even why you decided to join YouTube. It might be a good idea to modify this tag to your taste so that you are letting the audience know about things that you believe will keep them interested in your channel. Okay, question 1. What is your name and the name of your channel? My name is Dr. Nought. The name of my channel is Dr. Nought. Question 2. What does the name of your channel mean? Okay, so let's get into this. So, I love puns. And if you maybe you haven't noticed, but Dr. Nought is actually a pun. I spell it N-O-U-G-H-T. I've seen it spelled N-A-U-G-H-T, but it's a pun for the word N-O-T. Because what I do in my private life, actually, or my non-YouTube life, is I actually got my PhD in geology in August of 2018. When I started the channel, I was still a PhD candidate and had not yet become a doctor of rocks, a rock doc. So the pun is Dr. Nought, aka not a doctor. I didn't have the foresight, or maybe I just didn't think I'd last long enough, to actually think that after I became a doctor, because technically I am a doctor right now, the pun would fall apart. So now the pun Dr. Nought is actually alive because I am a doctor, a rock doc. So that's where I got the name of my channel originally, and I'm sticking with it, even though it's a lie now. Where are you from? This is question 3. Where are you from? I was born in the great state of Michigan, in the country of the United States of America. I was born in the Upper Peninsula, because Michigan is composed of 2 peninsulas. I was born in the upper one, on the coast of Lake Superior, in the great town of Marquette. Population approximately 20,000 people. Very small in terms of normal-sized cities, but just the size I want. I currently live in Connecticut, though, so I've moved since. I've moved multiple times across the state of Michigan. Now I live in Connecticut, in the country of United States of America. Question 4. Why did you start a YouTube channel? So, I actually like to collect games. Not really on Steam, which is where all of my games I've played on this channel are located mostly. But I actually like to collect hard copies of games that were around for the systems that were around when I was a kid. So we're talking N64, Super Nintendo, PlayStation 2, kind of that Xbox, GameCube, that kind of range, maybe that decade or whatever however long that was, I don't know. So I like to collect games, and I realized I was collecting way too many. I have a huge backlog of games. I have a huge backlog of actual physical copies of games, but I also have what I think is a large library on Steam. Right now I just topped 100 games. To me that's a lot, because I want to play every single one of them. And 2 years ago, I was like, hey, what's a good way of making sure of basically holding myself accountable to play these games in a timely manner. And the one idea, I was watching some other YouTubers at that time. I was watching like Christopher Rod, play XCOM. I watched some Rocket League stuff. I'm like, okay, so I like what these guys are doing, but instead of like specializing so much, like I like what Christopher Rod did, or does, I guess, where he kind of specializes in like one or two genres, if you will, but kind of hits a lot of different things. So you go like indie. So my specializations are like indie and point and click and story rich, some strategy, things that don't take a lot of CPU because I don't have the best of computers. So yeah, so I was like, okay, so what's a good way of doing this? Oh, I'll hold myself accountable by recording it and posting it to an audience who will then be like, hey, what happened to you if I stopped posting? I would hope somebody would ask that. I don't know if they would. Maybe they'd just be like, good riddance, he's gone, finally. Not a doctor, but he is a doctor. What a liar. So I basically started this to make myself play games. So to be brutally honest, I don't know if this is brutal or not, but to be honest, my YouTube channel is mostly for me. I very much appreciate people commenting. I love the fact that like I want to engage with the general public and whoever wants to watch my stuff, and talk about games and talk about strategy and whatever. But truthfully, I started this for me. This is actually a side hobby for me. Like I said, I do have like a non-YouTube life where I have a full-time job, and I'm not at the level that I want to be. I'm in academia, so I'm trying to get to a tenure track position, and I'm currently not at one. I'm at a temp position, if you will. So I'm still working to get to where I want to be, so I don't have a whole lot of time to devote to YouTube, but I want to play the games. So this is the compromise I made for myself. I'll record daily, I'll post daily, and I'll play the games that I spent money on. And that is why, the longest answer ever, I created my YouTube channel. Okay, what will your channel be about? Or what is your channel about? If you haven't noticed, it's Let's Play games. And I play the genres that I mentioned in the previous answer. And any other thing that interests me, whether things that draw my attention are like nice art, cool strategy, sweet story, something like that, or big names. Like right now I'm playing some RPGs on the weekends, and like Final Fantasy VI and Disgaea. Not indie, I wouldn't classify those in any of the, or I wouldn't put them in any of the genres I mentioned before, but there are games that I have in my library that I want to play, and this is a way that I've finally gotten around to playing them, because I've owned the physical copy of Final Fantasy VI for like a decade now, and I've only just started playing it, so that's the point. Okay, so question 6, who is your target audience? My target audience is anyone that likes a low-key, kind of like maybe at the excitement that I'm talking about now in this video, that's like I don't scream a lot unless I really get freaked out or I get pissed, which I guess happens more often than I like to admit. Not actually pissed, but you know what I mean, gaming pissed. So anyone that likes to watch, I don't care what your age is, I don't care what your gender is, I don't care anything about your background, whatever, but if you enjoy strategy, indie, small games, RPGs, whatever, check out my channel. I mean, if you're watching this, you've already devoted 8 minutes of your life to listening to me blather on. So, yeah, anyone and everyone. Okay, so question 7, what do you hope to achieve with your channel? I honestly don't know. I'm not interested, I'm not even close, and I'm not very interested in making, like my goal is not to make a bunch of money or make really any money. I'm not going to assume that's going to happen at all. I'm going to assume that's not going to happen, probably for the duration of this. But I just hope to be able to play a lot of games and chat with people that I would never have had the chance to meet in real life, because I find that interesting. That's interesting to me. Okay, question 8. Top 3 favorite YouTube. I'm assuming it's maybe top 3 favorite YouTubers. So let me think. The ones this is not in any particular order, and I'm only basing this off how many hours I've watched them in the last maybe like 6 months. So in the last 6 months, I've watched a lot of Johnny Boy. I enjoy his. I'm terrible at Rocket League. but I really enjoy watching it. It's kind of like my new sport. I don't have cable. I haven't had cable since I moved to Connecticut, so I stopped watching like American football and basketball, and I started watching like scrims and 1v1s and tournaments for Rocket League. It's like a new sport for me to watch. So Johnny Boy, like I said, I like Christopher Odd, especially when he's doing XCOM stuff. Who else do I watch? I watch a few other people that do like Rocket League, like Squishy Muffins, Rizzo. I like watching professional Rocket League because you know, the quality is so great that you have to watch the best. So, okay, who inspired you to start a channel? This is question 9. I'd probably say it was Christopher Odd, 2 years ago, right? And mostly because I love XCOM, and he's playing a lot of XCOM. I'm like, I think I can do that. I think I can at least try that, give it a shot. So I did, and here we are. Question 10, if you could collab with anyone right now, who would it be? I've done some collaborations with my good pal, No Way Larry, and I've done a lot of chatting with, and I would call him a friend, with Gaming Dad. Unfortunately, both of them don't do YouTube at the moment. But I would like to collab with either one of those if they ever come back. I don't know in what way. If you're thinking like, who would I like to collab with in terms of like big name people, I don't know. I haven't really thought about that because I'm really not trying to, quote, get big, unquote. That's not really the point of my channel. So I don't do any sort of actual marketing for my channel, except I do have a Twitter account, but it's a very lazy Twitter account, to be honest. All I do is like tweet the fact that I posted a video, and maybe I make like an original comment once in a while. But yeah, so most of my views have come like organically. They come from just someone stumbling upon my videos, and honestly, the most viewed playlist right now for me is from the game Space Plan, which is kind of weird. It's only 14 videos. I've posted over 700, maybe nearing 800 videos, somewhere in the 700s of videos, and Space Plan, in terms of views, is over like 50% of my channel views on those 14 videos. So it's weird, and it's such a small game, but it's drawing a crowd, and in terms of my channel, it's the bulk for views. Question 12. Which channel already on YouTube will yours most likely be likely? This site. I would say that any Let's Play channel on YouTube, I know there are a dime a dozen, but any Let's Play channel, and any Let's Play channel that focuses on any of the genres I mentioned before, indie, strategy, point and click, story rich, stuff like that. That's kind of what I'm going for with my channel. Question 13, what is your favorite thing about the YouTube community? My favorite thing? Well, I feel like the community does feel like a bit segmented. Like, I wouldn't consider my community, if I would consider the people that comment on my channels, to be the same community as like a big shot YouTuber. Okay. I don't know how much of an overlap there is between the people that watch my videos and those videos. But that being said, the little community that I have and the people that stop by and comment, I just absolutely adore the comments. I really, really like. And my goal is to respond to every single one, and to basically just build a little group of people that want to chat. So that's what I have right now. I don't have a Discord, I don't have anything like that, because again, I'm very low-key right now. I'm somewhere, in like the 120 to 140 subscribers. Those fluctuate, so I'm giving you a little range right now, because I am recording this before April 1st, but I don't know where I'll be at on April 1st exactly, but I'll be somewhere in that range. I'm gaining like probably 1 subscriber a week, and I'm okay with that. I don't care, whatever, just let it happen. Okay, question 14. Your least favorite thing about the YouTube community. Okay, my least favorite thing about the YouTube community. I don't know. Like, again, I don't really have any complaints. I've been enjoying playing games. And yeah, like, people have been very nice to me. I don't really get negative comments so far. I know that probably more of those occur when you start getting bigger and bigger. But everyone's been kind and forgiving when I don't realize how to solve a puzzle, and everyone's probably screaming at their screen for like 3 solid minutes. But yeah, I really don't have a complaint right now. Everything's fine and dandy for me. Question 15. What do you think you could bring to the YouTube community that isn't already there? Probably not much, to be honest with you. My contribution, if you will, to the YouTube community, and I guess the term community or the word community is being used kind of nebulously here to just kind of encapsulate every single person that is on YouTube or watches YouTube. But anyway, so the thing that I can bring is kind of like a laid-back attitude. Sometimes I get riled up a little bit, but I'm not in for the screams. I'm not in for the loud whatever. I'm just kind of into talking like I'm talking now, kind of explaining what my thought process is for certain strategies or turns, and recently bitching about all of the wild encounters in Final Fantasy VI because they're hindering my thought process. And there are just way too many of them. But so that's kind of what I bring. I just kind of bring a laid-back personality that will engage with people that want to comment on my videos, and I try to hit as many games as I can, 7 days a week. And what I tried doing, actually, maybe this is something different. I try to have a specific schedule, and you can see that at the top of my Twitter and YouTube pages, my channels. Set schedule, videos come out at a certain time. I try doing 2 to 4 games a week, depending on where I'm at right now, where I'm at that moment with my gaming wants and needs. So 2 to 4 videos a week, and I try to, I kind of I don't really advertise, but what I hope people do is oh, I really want to watch game A that you're playing, and game A comes out every Tuesday and Thursday. I don't really care about games B, C, and D that you're playing right now, but I'll swing by and check out your channel on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm not expecting anyone to watch everything I put out. I put out way too much content, okay? To realistically expect people are going to devote 30 to 60 minutes on my channel every single day. That's asking too much. You're going to get burned out. Don't do that. What I would rather people do is to find oh, I really like this game that you're playing. Oh, that Space Plan game. I'm going to watch those 14 episodes. And then I'll subscribe and wait to see if you put out any other games that I enjoy, because I kind of enjoy indie and strategy and RPG and point and click and story rich, blah 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 blah. So that's how I want people to approach my channel. So find something that you like. I don't expect to like everything. Don't need to comment on everything. I don't even really care what you do. But if you can find something that you like and you're hey, cool, I'll watch that. I don't really care about the other half of what you're doing. Don't watch it. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do is a modern TV, where you just pick the shows that you like and don't watch the other ones. So I guess what I can bring to the community is kind of consistency, reliability in terms of when I'm going to post my videos, and a laid-back attitude. All right, question 16. 3 things we should know about you. The word "should" here implies that these are important things. I think that we could just delete that and just say 3 things we could know about you. I don't know. So I haven't really thought about this. I'm actually answering this on the fly. I haven't even looked at these questions before. I'm just kind of through it. I don't know what that means. So 3 things we should know about you. So I already told you one, but so I won't include that. That I work with rocks. So let's see. I'll do one. Oh, okay, so here's one. One reason I don't use a face cam, well, 2 reasons. One, I don't think it's necessary, for me at least. And the second one is, like I mentioned before, I'm still in the process of getting to the job that I want, and so I'm trying to keep my YouTube internet presence separate from my public life, public and private lives, if you will. So I don't use a face cam because I don't want my future bosses or the people that may hire me to come onto this YouTube channel and judge, essentially. So I'm trying to keep that separate. What I'm trying to do, so number two, the second thing you could know about me, is that my dream job is to be a professor at a college or university in the United States or Canada. And so, again, with that process, right now I'm at a temp job. I'm actually technically a postdoctoral fellow. So after my PhD, I'm doing a 2 or 3 year stint on the East Coast. I have to start looking for jobs again soon. And the goal is to find a permanent position, which is also known as a tenure track position. And then for 6 years after I get that job, I am pre-tenure. And then I have to go through a process where if I do get tenure, I'm effectively unable to be fired. Well, with the exception of extreme cases, but essentially after that, they can't fire me for like willy-nilly things or whatever. So I am probably, if let's assume I do this channel for the rest of my life, which is a huge assumption, I will not show my face or tell anyone my real name until I get tenure. So it's probably going to be at least 8 years from now. So don't expect a face cam. Nobody's asked, which is good. I think I have a smoother voice, an easier to listen to voice than I do a beautiful face. I don't know what I'm getting at here. It's easier to listen to me than it is to look at me. I don't know. I'm just now I'm just being self-deprecating for no reason, because you can't even see me. You don't even know who I am. But anyway, so those are two things. The third thing is I have 2 cats, and one of them is sitting on the arm of my chair right now and wanting pets. So if you hear a meow, that's what that is. All right, question 17, because this is actually becoming a very long video. What do you think the hardest thing will be about becoming a YouTuber? Honestly, the hardest thing for me was affording a headset that didn't make me sound like complete garbage. Question 18, what do you think the most rewarding thing will be? I don't know what the most rewarding thing will be. I think it's rewarding that people are willing to subscribe. I think it's rewarding that people are willing to watch. And so just seeing those counters go up, I don't need them to skyrocket, I don't need them to hit the stratosphere, but just knowing that, oh look, even 10 people today went and watched some of my videos, that's cool. That's cool. A total of an hour between 10 pairs of eyeballs watched stuff that I made, listened to my idiot voice, watched my amateurish gameplay. That's cool. I think that's pretty rewarding. Question 19. Do you see yourself being on YouTube for a long time? Yeah, I hope so, until maybe when I get a tenure track position or pre-tenure it gets too crazy, but the way I do it right now, it's pretty low-key, it's pretty easy. I just record. I don't do a lot of editing, I just clip off the beginning part where I'm clearing my throat and doing my me-me-me's, that kind of crap. And then I clip off the end when I curse because I played like an idiot that day. And then I just keep what's in the middle. And I do very little editing. Sometimes I make a little intro for a video, but most times I don't. And so I'm hoping that that formula will allow me to be on YouTube for a while. Okay, and the final question, question 20. Do you have any tips or advice for other who are just starting a YouTube channel? I hear a lot, and I was very nervous when I started, that people are scared to put their content out there, because it is basically like art. When I would do in high school like creative writing classes or art, I would be kind of nervous to have someone read an essay that I wrote that was purely opinion. Now that I'm in sciencey fields, geology, I don't feel as nervous because there's not a whole lot of creativity that goes in that. It's pretty formulaic. But doing things that require creativity, I think the biggest thing is the nerves. And for me, the easiest way is just to pretend that there's not an audience. And for a while, I didn't have one. But I think that it might help to not use a face cam at first, because with the face cam, you're recording and you're looking on the screen and you can see yourself. And if I was looking at me while I'm playing, like I would probably just look at like, oh my god, I can't believe I made that face. Oh my god, this is where am I looking? Look, oh, what is this glare? Oh, the colors are weird. Like I would focus too much on me, and it would remind me that I'm gonna put this out and people are gonna watch this. So honestly, I think that the two biggest things I would say is don't use a face cam and start anonymous. Like if people don't know who you actually are, if people can't see you, they don't know what you look like, they won't judge you based on what you look like, they'll judge your voice, so hopefully you don't have like a squeaky voice or something weird. And they don't know your real name, then just see what happens. And usually when you start out small, usually you don't get heckled. Usually you get some people come out of the woodwork and they support you, and that's what I had. I mean, look at my channel. I don't have a huge following, right? But I did have nice friends. A friend that I knew, No Way Larry, from before when I started YouTube. I knew him since like middle school. Like, we used to live in the same city. Now he lives in swampy North Carolina. And then I made some friends like Gaming Dad, and I have some other people that pop into my channel now and talk, like Draco Evolve and Noah and a few other people. And they're very supportive, and they help me chat, and it's nice. So that's what I would say. That's my advice. So you're getting advice from someone who has been on YouTube for 2 years, but I haven't really felt like it's been like, I don't feel like I'm like a YouTube personality, mostly because the only personality you get is what you can hear. You don't see anything, and I think that's helped, because I'm not really, you know, that into a lot of creativity things, a lot of things that require creativity outside of this. A lot of things that I do in my life are very science-based, and so it's kind of nice to have this outlet to be creative. And now I've talked for over 26 minutes. I was really hoping that this would be like 15 minutes, so I apologize if you're still watching. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I hope you enjoyed the little clip show. It took a while to make, but those are all the games I've played. And I hope to play this many more in the next 2 years. So thank you for watching. Do all the things that you're supposed to do on YouTube. Like, subscribe, comment, clap. I don't know what else you're supposed to do. I don't really care. Do whatever you want. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time. Take care. Goodbye.